Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to solve October-November 2024 paper 2 variant 1 O levels mathematics. Code is 4024. In our first question, he says Basma owns a toy shop. The sign shows the opening hours for the shop. Saturday to Wednesday 10:30 to 1800. Thursday and Friday 10 to 19:30. Work out the length of time the shop is open in 1 week. So we can calculate from Saturday to Wednesday, there are 5 days, and from 10:30 to 1800, so you have to subtract 1800 minus 10:30, because this is a paper 2 and it's a calculator version, so you can subtract this from using the sign on the button, 0 and commas. So this will give you degrees and minutes. So you press 1800, then you press that button and minus 1030 and press that button. So you will have the answer in time very easily. So it's 7 hours and 30 minutes. 7 hours and 30 minutes. So we have to multiply this 7 hours and 30 minutes by 5, because from Saturday to Sunday there are five days. So we get 37 hours. And from Thursday to Friday there are 2 days, and the shop opens from 10 to 19:30, so you subtract 10 from 19:30. So it is 9 hours and 30 minutes. So you have to multiply this by 2. You get 19 hours. Now you add both. Actually this 7 or 30 minutes when multiplied by 5, you get 37 hours and 30 minutes. So now you add 37 hours (30 minutes) plus 19 hours. So you get 56 hours and 30 minutes. So because your answer cannot be in minutes, so you can write it 56.30 hours in the answer space. In part B, Basma employs 5 sales assistants and 2 supervisors. On one particular week, the 5 sales assistants each work for 30 hours and the 2 supervisors each work for 38 hours. For that week, the total amount Basma pays these 7 employees is $3324.70. Basma pays each sales assistant $13.45 per hour. Calculate the amount Basma pays each supervisor per hour. So we have 5 sales assistants and 2 supervisors. So each sales assistant gets $13.45 per hour. So 5 sales assistants would get 5 into $13.45. So this is $67.25 per hour. And they work for 30 hours, so they get 30 times 67.25. So this is $2,017.5. And the Basma pays these 7 employees $3,324.70 for that week. So subtract this 2017.5 from this amount 3324.70 minus 2017.5. So this is 1307.2. So this is the amount for 2 supervisors. We will find for 1 hour how much for 1 hour each supervisor get. So divide this 1307.2 divided by 38. This is $344, and this is for 2 supervisors. So then for each supervisor means we have to divide 344 divided by 2. This is 34.4, not 344. So that 34.4 divided by 2 is $17.2. So each supervisor will get $17.2 per hour. In part C, the exchange rate between dollar and pound is $1 equals 0.77 pound. Basma buys 50 identical games for a total of 245 pounds. She makes a profit of $39 when she sells each game. Calculate the selling price of one game in dollars. Give your answer correct to the nearest cents. So the exchange rate is given. So 245 pound divided by that exchange rate 0.77 will give us 318.182 dollars. And for one game, if I divide this value 318.182 divided by 50, I will get the price $6.3636 for one game. And she makes a profit of 39% when she sells each game. Calculate selling price. So 39% profit means you add 39 in 100, so you get 139. of 6.3636, and you get 8.845 and correct to the nearest cent, so it becomes $8.85. So this is the answer you need to know. 8.85. Vesma invests $12,000 in an account paying compound interest at a rate of 1.5% per year. At the end of year 1, she invests another $12,000 in the same account. At the end of 4 years, she takes out $20,000 out of the account. Calculate the amount of money remaining in the account at the end of 4 years. Give your answer correct to the nearest cent. Formula for the compound interest is A equals P bracket 1 plus R over 100 power N. N is the time. So the investment is 12,000, which is over P. 1 plus rate is also given, 1.5%. And for 1 year, if we calculate this, we get 12180. The principal amount for the next 3 years would be 12180 plus 12,000, because he said at the end of year 1 she invests another 12,000 in the same account, so it becomes 24180. Now amount after the next 3 years, because in the question he says at the end of year 4 she takes $20,000 out of the account. So for the next 3 years, so 24180, 1 plus 1.5 over 100, because the rate was same, so you put 3 here, you get 25284.5, and she took out 20,000, so subtract 20,000 from this amount. Your answer is $5284.5. In question number 2, in a traffic survey, information about the vehicles passing a checkpoint is recorded. Part A, 160 vehicles pass the checkpoint in the morning. The table shows the number of people in each of these vehicles. So complete the table. So number of people 1, frequency 72, pie chart angle. So this is 72 divided by total vehicles, 160 times 360 degree of the pie chart, which is a circle. So 72 divided by 160. So this is 162 degrees. The number of people 2, and the frequency is 48. So 48 over 160 times 360. So 48 over 160 times 360. This is 108 degrees. 108 degrees. In second part, complete the pie chart to show the result. For this, let's go and watch my video. Alright, the pie chart has been given and 90-degree angle has already been there for 3 or more persons. So number of people 1, the angle was the 162 degree. So to complete this pie chart, we have to draw 162 degree like this. Put your D like this in the middle, align 0 on the vertical line, and read the angle, outer angle 100. This is 90, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 62 is somewhere here. So mark a point and draw the line inside the circle, and this is your 162 degree angle, and this whole sector is for one person. The remaining is automatically, it would be 108 degrees, and this sector would represent 2%. B part. The histogram shows the speeds of vehicles passing the checkpoint in the afternoon. Sanjay says the histogram shows that the range of speed is 50 km per hour. Explain why he may not be correct. Because this is a group data. It does not show speed of individual cars. That's it for 1 mark. Second part, complete the frequency table. So frequency table, from the frequency density graph, so frequency density equals frequency divided by class width. So frequency would be equals to frequency density times class width. So first column has been filled by the examiner. From 30 to 40, our frequency density is this is 4.246, 4.6. So 4.6 times class width is 40 minus 30, 10. So this gives us 46, and this is our frequency. For class 40 to 45, 40 to 45 is here. Our frequency density is 8.2468, 8.8. So 8.8 times 45 minus 40 is our class width, which is 5. So this gives us 44. So 44 would be our frequency. From 45 to 50, our frequency density is 7.246. 7.6 times 50 minus 45 is 5. So this is 38. And for the class 50 to 70, frequency density is 1.24, 1.4. So 1.4 1.4 1.4 times 70 minus 50 is 20. This is 28. So our frequency is 28. That's for our question number 2. Question number 3. Complete the table for y equals 4 plus 2x minus x square over 2. So this is a simple question. You just place x is equal to minus 2 in the equation. This is minus 2. And in the same way, you can find by placing x is equal to 6 in the same equation. Same, you will get minus 2 here. Draw the graph of this equation for x is less than equal to 6 and greater than equal to minus 2. Okay, when your x is minus 2, your y is minus 2. So your first point comes here. When your x is minus 1, your y is 1.5. So 1 point minus 1 and 1.2, 4. So here comes 1.5. Each small box represent 0.2. x0, y is 4. x1, y 5.5. 5.24, 5.5 comes here. x2 and y is 6. x2 and y is 6. x3, y 5.5. x3, y 5.5. x4, y4. x5, y 1.5. x6, y minus 2. Now join all these points. So this is your graph. You can write somewhere on this line the equation of this graph. Y equals 4 plus 2x minus x over 2. Find the equation of the line of symmetry of the graph. This y equals 4 plus 2x minus x. Line of symmetry comes from the top of the turning point. So this is your line of symmetry. and its equation is x is equal to 2. On the grid, draw the line 3y equal x plus 6. Alright, so let's find out two coordinates. So 3y equals x plus 6. If I put 0 in x, what is my y? Y equals 6 divided by 3. My y is 2. So we can mark this point on the graph, 0 in x and 2 in y. So here comes your point. I'm pointing it in red color. Now let's find out another point. Three y equals x plus 6. So I will select the value of x such that when I simplify it, it should be divided by 3, which is a coefficient of y. So I should get the whole number. So I'm going to pick x3. Look now what will happen. 3y equals, in x we write 3 plus 6. So 3y equals 3 plus 6 is 9. Now y is equal to 9 divided by 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. I mean, we have to write just 3. 3 times 3 is, so your y is 3. Now let's plot these points, x3, y3. x3, y3. Here's your second point now. Join them and draw a straight line. And you have to write its equation at some end of this line. So this is 3y equals x plus 6. 3y equals x plus 6. So next is write down the x coordinate of the points of intersection of the graph and this line you have drawn. So here is my first intersection, and on the x-axis each small block represents 0.1. So this is something 0. Minus 0.95. So you can write minus 0.95. Second, my x is from here, go down on the x-axis. This is 4.12, 4.25. 4.25. Question number 4. X is such that x is an integer. X is less than equal to 15, greater than equal to 1. So this is your universal. So let me write its element. Element of the universal would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And A equals x is such that x is a multiple of 3. So multiple of 3 from this universal set, you can write down the elements 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. B, factor of 30. Factor of 30 is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10 and 15. Write down the elements of A. So elements of A are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Complete the Venn diagram. Here, try to find out the intersection of A and B. So intersection of A and B are 3, 6. Intersection means the elements which are found in both sets. 15. And now find out the elements of A which are only in A. So this can be 9 and 12. And now write down the elements which are only in B. So those are 1, 2, 5 and 10. And now write down the elements which are neither in A nor in B. So those are 4, 8 and 11. C part says X is a member A union B complement. Find the smallest value of X. This place. This is called A union B whole complement, or there is another set notation for this. A complement intersection B complement. If you see this, examiner is asking you, so this is the same place. Actually, if you unite A and B and then do its complement, complements mean other than those values. So other than the union of A and B are only 4, 8 and 11. So the smallest value of X in these values are 4. Find n of A intersection B complement. So n of A intersection B complement is the place where you have written 9 and 12. In other words, this place is also known as only A. So A intersection B complement. So now you have to write only 2 because there are 2 elements in this place. Solve question number 5. A part and its first power y over 4 equals 8. So you can write y equals 8 into 4. So y is equal to 32. Then 3 minus 4x, so solve collecting the like terms. 3 minus 12 equals 2x plus 4x. So minus 9 equals 6x. Minus 9 divided by 6 equals x. 3 times 2 is 3 times 3 is 9, so x equals minus 3 over 2. Or you can write 1.5. You can use calculator. B part says w equals 5x minus 6y. Find the value of w when x is equal to 6.2 and y equals 1.8. Keep w as it is and place the values of x and y. 6.2 minus 6 times minus 1.8. So this is w equals 31 minus into minus plus 10.8. So w equals 41.8. Rearrange the formula to make x the subject. W equals 5x minus 6y. So you have to isolate x. So first of all you send minus 6y over there. So it will become plus 6y. So w plus 6y equals 5x. Now 5 is multiplying by x, so you send it over there, so it will divide w plus 6y. And you have isolated x. So you can write it in the answer space, w plus 6y over 5. 15y minus x square minus 3xy plus 5x. You bring 5x near 15y so that we can pick the common values from 5 and 15. So 15y plus 5x minus x square minus 3xy. So I can pick 5 common. So it's 3y plus x. Now from here, from x square and 3xy, I can pick x as common. So x minus minus plus 3y. So make bracket of 5 minus x and choose one out of these two same brackets. Actually one is written 3y plus x and another is written x plus 3y. So there is addition between 3y and x, so it doesn't matter it's written 3y first or x first. It's the same thing. Like if I ask you what is the answer of 3 plus y, so you add them. So your answer is 8, and if I write it 5 plus 3, so the answer is the same. So 5 minus x, another bracket is 3y plus x. Or you can write x plus 3y, the same thing. So write this in your answer space. 5 minus x, 3y plus x. Write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So take the LCM x minus 3 and x plus 3. So your 2 will multiply with x plus 3 and your 4 will multiply x minus 3 and your 1 will multiply with these both. So you write x minus 3 and x plus 3. Now simplify this. 2x plus 6 minus 4x plus 12 plus, you multiply these two and then these two, x squared plus 3x minus 3x minus 9 over x minus 3, x plus 3. So plus 3x minus 3x gone. This is x square, write x square first. Then 2x minus 4x is minus 2x. Then comes plus 6 plus 12 plus 18, 18 minus 9. If you subtract 9 from 18, you get 9 plus 9 over x minus 3 and x plus 3. Remember one thing I have to tell you students, that in the question examiner demanded in its simplest form. So do not convert the denominator into, because it's an identity. So some people or some students say convert x minus 3 and x plus 3 as x square minus 9. So this is not the simplest form. So in other words, if you would have had this x square minus 9, you could convert this into x minus 3 and x plus 3. That would be in its your simplest form. So be careful in this. So this is your simplest form. So you write x square minus 2x plus 9 over x minus 3 and x plus 3. In question number 6, the diagram shows a sphere inside a cube. The sphere touches all 6 faces of the cube. Volume of the cube is 343 cubic centimeter. Calculate the volume of the sphere. So, the formula has been given, 4 over 3 pi r cube. The examiner says the sphere inside the cube stretches all the 6 faces of the cube. It means we can calculate its diameter, and from that diameter we can calculate the radius, because we have to use radius in the volume formula. So we know that all the faces of a cube are always equal. So the volume would become volume equals L cube, length into length into length. So volume is given, it's written 343 equals L cube. So take cube root on both sides. So cube root will cancel the cube and L would be equals to the cube root. L equals 7 centimeter. So length of each side is 7 centimeter. It means the diameter of the sphere is also 7 centimeter. So radius would be 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5 centimeter. And now we can use this value in the form. V equals 4 over 3 pi r cube means 3.5 power 3, and it is 179.6. I have taken the rounded off value, so up to 3 significant it would be 180 cubic centimeter. Solid A is mathematically similar to solid B. The volume of solid A is 540 cubic centimeter and its height is 15 centimeter. The volume of solid B is 1280 cubic centimeter. Calculate the height of solid B. So volumes, they are talking about volumes, so of similar figures, so V1 over V2 equals L1 over L2 whole cube. So take V1 as solid A and V2 as solid B. So I can write 540 over 1280 equals, height would be considered as its length, so write 15 over x. X is the height which we are going to calculate, whole cube. So take the cube root to remove the cube on both sides. So this cube will cancel, 3 over 4 equals 15 over x. Now cross multiply, x equals 15 into 4 over 3. So height of solid B is 20 centimeter. Part C, curved surface area formula is given. The diagram shows a solid formed by joining a cone to a cylinder. Cone and the cylinder each have radius 6.3 centimeter. Slant height of the cone is 8.7 centimeter. The ratio height of cone to height of cylinder equals 2:3. Calculate the total surface area of the solid. The height of cone, we can calculate height of cone by using the Pythagoras theorem. So 8.7 squared equals 6.3 squared plus x squared. We can consider this height as x. So x equals 8.7 squared minus 6.3 squared whole under root. So x equals 6 centimeter. Ratio of the height of cone and height of cylinder has been given. So ratio wise the height of cone is 2 units and height of cylinder is 3 units. So we can say that 2 unit represents 6 centimeter. 2 unit is representing 6 centimeter. So 1 unit will represent how much? So 2 by 6 equals 1 over x. So cross multiply, x equals 6 by 2. So 1 unit represents 3. Now we can multiply this 3 by the ratio of this cylinder, which is also 3. So 3 times 3 equals 9 centimeter. Now the total surface area of the cylinder is 1 is pi RL. This is a curved surface of the cone, plus two pi RH. This is the curved body of the cylinder plus the base of the cylinder, which is pi R square. Now we can place the values. Pi times radius is 6.3 times slant height is 8.7 plus 2 pi, and radius of the cylinder is also 6.3, and its height is 9 plus pi R square means square of 6.3. 172.21 plus 356.25 plus 124.68. This came out 653.14 or 653 cubic centimeter 3SF. In question number 7, ABCD is a parallelogram with sides AB, BC, CD and DA. A is a point -37 and B is a point -25. AD is -1, -6, and he's asking us find the coordinates of point D. So can I write AD equals OD minus OA? I'm considering it as a position vector. So the coordinate of AD has been given to me, -1 and -6. OD is to be calculated. OD would be the coordinates of D. OA is given -3 and 7. So make OD the subject. -1 -6 plus -3 7, and this gives us -1 plus minus minus 3. -1 minus 3 is -4. and minus 6 plus 7 is 1. So these are the coordinates of OD, so you have to write it in the coordinates form, like minus 4 and 1. In B part, find magnitude of AD. So that is square of minus 1 plus square of negative 6 whole under root. This is the formula, x square plus y square whole under root. So square of minus 1 is 1 plus square of negative 6 is positive 36 and square root of 37. So because it is a calculator version paper, square root of 37 is 6.08 or 6.1, you can say. To find AC, there is a very simple formula. If we make a parallelogram and we write A, B, C, D, we have given the coordinates except the coordinates of C. A is a point negative 37, B is a point 2, 5, C we don't know, write xy here, and the coordinates of D we just found out in part A, negative 4 and 1. Now write down x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4. And the formula says the x1 plus x3 equals x2 plus x4, opposite axis. So you have to mention x1, y1, x2, y2 so that there should be less chances of mistakes. And same, y1 plus y3 equals y2 plus y4. Now we can easily find out the coordinates of C. Negative 3, x3 is x3, x2 is 2, and x4 is negative 4. So negative 3 plus x3 equals 2 minus 4. Negative 3 plus x3 is equal to negative 2. Make x3 the subject, negative 2 plus 3. So x3 would be minus 2 plus 3 is positive 1. So x coordinate of C is positive 1. Now in the same way, find out the y coordinate of C. y1 is 7 plus y3 is y3 equals y2 is 5 plus y4 is 1. So y3 equals 5 plus 1 is 6 and minus 7. So y3 is equal to negative 1. So coordinates of C are 1 comma minus 1. Now actually we are going to find out AC. So can we write now AC equals OC minus OA? So AC is equal to OC is 1 minus 1 minus OA is the coordinate of A minus C7. So your AC is 1 minus minus plus 1 plus 3 is 4, minus 1 minus 7 is minus 8. So 4 minus 8. Line L is the perpendicular to AB that passes through point D. Find the equation of line L. So line L is perpendicular to AB, so let's find out the gradient of AB. Gradient of AB is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Coordinates of A is negative 3, 7. And coordinates of B 2, 5. So write x1, y1 here, x2, y2 here. So y2 minus y1, 5 minus 7 over x2 minus x1, 2 minus minus 3. So this is 5 minus 7 is minus 2 over 2 plus 3. So negative 2 over 5 is the gradient of AB. So line L is perpendicular to AB. So M of line L would be the reciprocal of the gradient of AB with opposite sign. So opposite of negative is positive. So 5 over 2 would be the gradient of line L, and it passes through point D. So let's see the coordinates of D. Negative 4, 1. Coordinates of D are negative 4, comma 1. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Y minus 1 equals m, 5 over 2, x minus 4. So y minus 1 equals 5 over 2, x plus 4. So 2 goes there, it becomes 2y minus 2 equals, multiply 5 inside the bracket, 5x plus 20. So 2y equals 5x plus 20 plus 2. So 2y equals 5x plus 22. This would be the equation of line L. 2y equals 5x plus 22. Question number 8 has a diagram, and it's a field ABCD, and the distances are given and angle BCD is also given. In part A, it says Ray walks from A to B at an average speed of 1.6 meter per second. He then runs from B to C at an average speed of 2.8 meter per second. Calculate Ray's average speed from A to B to C. As we know that average speed, the formula for average speed is total distance divided by total time. total distance divided by total time. So total distance from A to B to C is 320 plus 250 divided by total time. For time we have to calculate according to the data given. Rays walk from A to B at average speed of, like you can write A to B, speed is 1.6 meter per second, and distance 320, time unknown, speed equals distance divided by time, so time equals distance divided by speed, means 320 divided by 1.6. This is 320 divided by 1.6, this is 200 seconds. So, and now from B to C. Speed .8 meter per second, and the distance is 250, and the time is distance divided by speed, means 250 divided by 2.8. 250 divided by 2.8, 89.28. 89.28 seconds. So total time is 200 plus 89.28. This is 289.28. So write it here, 289.28. Now 320 plus 250. This is 570 divided by 289. 570 divided by 289.28. This is 1.97. 1.97 meter per second. 1.97 meter per second. Bearing of D from A is 243. Bearing of D from A. So let me draw this with red. Suppose if I make this diagram here clockwise from north, this is my D here. It's given 243. What I have to calculate? calculate the bearing of B from A. Bearing of B from A means I have to calculate this bearing, the green one. If I calculate the angle inside this angle, blue one, and I subtract this blue one from 243, I can get the bearing, the green one. So I have a right angle triangle BCD. With the help of this right triangle, I can calculate the length BD. So Pythagoras theorem, BD equals square of 132 plus square of 250 whole under root 0.708, 282.7. So this is my length, 282.7. Now I have got all the three lengths in the triangle ABD. So I will use cosine rule to find angle A. A, B, D. AB 320, BD 282.7, AD is 365. When all the three sides are given in a triangle and no angle has been given, we always use cosine rule. So opposite to capital A is a small a, which represents the length BD. Opposite to capital B, actually capital B is the angle, and opposite to it is 365, which is a small b, which represents the length AD. Opposite to the capital letter D, which represents angle, is 320, and this is represented by small d. Now we are going to calculate capital A, which is angle. So I will start it by writing square of small a equals. Now after writing A, we are left with two things, B and D. So square of B plus square of D minus 2, the same BD, and cos of angle A, which is going to be calculated. Now place the values. Small a has a value 282.7 equals small b is 365. So square of 365 minus, plus d is 320. So square of 320 minus 2 into b is 365 times D is 320 cos of angle A. 79919.2 equals 133,225 plus 1024. Now bring this value here and 7991 here. It becomes positive. One, 5,5,7,06 divided by 2,336,00. This is 0.66 and A equals cos inverse of 0.66. This is 48.2. Alright, this is our angle, and go back to the main diagram. And this blue angle is 48.2. Here is 48.2. As I told you, if we subtract this 48.2 from the red one, 243, you will get the bearing, the green one. 243 minus 48.2. 243. So 243 minus 48.2. Part B. PQR triangle, P and R points on circle. O is a point PQ on PQ. QR is tangent. 12 RPQ. 35 area of triangle PQR. Alright, if I join OR, so this becomes right angle with the tangent, because this is a property when radius touches the point of tangency, it always makes 90 degree with the tangent. So OP and OR becomes isosceles, so this is also 35 degree. And the whole angle, this whole angle is 90 plus 35, 125. And actually I'm going to use sine rule to find the length PQ. A over sine of A equals B over sine of B equals C over sine of C. So any two ratios can be used. So PQ is the length over opposite to PQ is angle R. So sine of 125 degree equals 12 RQ, 12 over opposite to it is 35 degrees, so I can write sine of 35 degrees. So now cross multiply and make PQ the subject. So 12 into sine of 125 degrees divided by sine of 35 degrees. So this gives me 17.14 centimeter. Now let's find out the angle Q. So subtract 125 and 35 from 180. This is 20 degree. PQ length we have just found out 17.14. So I can consider this triangle PQR as an included angle triangle because I have got two lengths PQ and QR, and in between these two lengths I got the angles. I can use area A equals 1 over 2 into side into side into sine of theta. So area equals 1 over 2 into 17.14 into 12 into sine of 20 degrees. So area of this triangle is 35.2 centimeter square. A bag contains red balls and green balls. Total number of balls in the bag is X. The number of green balls in the bag is 6 more than the number of red balls. Show that fraction of the ball in the bag A that are red is X minus 6. Total number of balls they are red plus green. And he said the X are total number in the bag. And then said number of green balls in the bag is 6 more than the number of red balls. If I say that P equals red balls, so P plus P plus 6, because number of green ball in the bag is 6 more than the number of red balls. So I said P to red balls, so I add 6 in it. So it can become X equals 2P plus 6. And X minus 6 divided by 2 equals P. P are my red balls. So fraction of the red balls, how can I write the fraction of the red balls? So I can write red balls divided by total balls. So x minus 6 over 2 are my red balls divided by total balls are x. So this x goes and multiply by 2. So it becomes x minus 6 over 2x, and hence shown. Bag B also contains red balls and green balls. The number of red balls in bag B is x. Number of green balls in bag B is 4 times the number of green balls in the bag. Show that the fraction of the balls in bag B that are red is x over 3x plus 12. Alright, here we can write like bag B contains red plus green balls and he said red balls in bag B is x. 4 times P plus 6. If you remember in part A we have written P plus 6 under green. So x plus 4 times our P was x minus 6 over 2 plus 6 x minus 6 plus 12 over 2 times 2, so x plus 2 x plus 6 and this is x plus 2x plus 12 3x plus 12. Now the fraction is red balls over total balls. So x over 3x plus 12 would be its answer, and it's shown. Part C, x minus 6 over 2x equals x over 3x plus 12. Show that x squared minus 6x minus 72 equals 0. So it's simple, just cross multiply x minus 6 times 3x plus 12 equals 2x squared. So multiply this bracket, so it becomes 3x squared plus 12x minus 18x minus 72 and equals 2x squared. Now bring 2x squared here, 3x squared minus 2x squared, 12 minus 18 is minus 6x minus 72 equals 0. So x square minus 6x minus 72 equals 0. Shown. Solved by factorization. So quotient of x square is 1 and the last constant term is 72. So we multiply 72 by 1. We get 72, make factors of 72. Actually I am doing midterm breaking. So 12 times 6 is 72. If I subtract 6 from 12, I get 6. I want minus 6, so I will do minus 12 plus 6, so I will get minus 6, which is in the middle. So minus 12 plus 6 gives me minus 6. I will use this in the middle. X square minus 12x plus 6x minus 72 equals 0. So in the first two expression, x is common, x minus 12 plus that last two expression, 6 is common, x minus plus minus 12 equals 0. Make bracket of this x plus 6 and write one out of these two same brackets. So these are your factors. Actually, you have to equate them with 0. So you find out the value of x. One is minus 6 and another is 12. X is the total number of balls in the bag A. Use your answer to part D to find the number of green balls in bag A. So definitely we have to use the value 12. Number of green balls in bag A, they are 6 plus red balls. Six plus the red balls were x minus 6 over 2. I'm using this part. This one, x minus 6 over 2. Now you can use 12 in x. Two times 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, so your answer is 9. Mia has 25 shapes. She uses their properties to sort them into groups. Table shows the number of shapes in each group. Line of symmetry 4, no line of symmetry 5, quadrilateral 9, line of symmetry, no line of symmetry 7. Mia take one of the triangle at random, note its property and replaces it. Find the probability that it has line symmetry. So line symmetries are calculated in this way. So they are total 9. So find the probability that it has line symmetry. So answer is 4 out of 9. Simple. Mia takes one of the 25 shapes at random, notes its property and replaces it. She then takes a second shape at random, notes its property and replaces it. Find the probability that both shapes are quadrilateral. So total of quadrilateral are 16. So if I pick one, it would be 16 out of 25, and I replaces it. So the second would be again 16 out of 25 because he replaces it. So this is 256 out of 625. Mia makes 3 of the 25 shapes at random without replacement. Find the probability that only one of the shape is a triangle with line symmetry. So with the line symmetry 4 out of 25. So when 4 are taken, so 21 are left. So 21 out of 24 into, now 20 shapes are left, so 20 out of 23, and Mia takes 3 of the 25 shapes, so multiply this the whole by 3. 5040 divided by 13800, which is 42 over 115. That's it. Our paper has been finished. My number is 0092 4080 645. Any kind of inquiry you can freely contact me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you.